Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing fantastic, and today we're going to be taking a look at a box from Barrel and Blade. But before we get into it, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and ring the notification bell so you do get notified when I upload new content. And with that, friends, let's do it. Alright, so we are back with Barrel and Blade, and as always, if you are interested in this particular service, I will have a link to them in the description box of this video. They are a monthly subscription service, and they have two boxes to choose from, a level 1 and a level 2. One will run you around 50 bucks a month, the other will run you about 100. And yeah, we're going to check out and see what the Barrel and the Blade has sent us, because I like barrels and I like blades. So this is a box that should be a home run, slam dunk winner. And we do have a card. This is operation number 773. Sustainability is their theme on this particular card. And let's see, we'll read that because I don't think normally they have stuff like that on there on the front anyway. But on the back, they do have a level 1 and level 2 content breakdown, which I'm not going to look at. So let's see what they have to say about some sustainability. It says, this month we are excited to bring you excellent and top-rated items to aid in the sustainability of both you and your loved ones. We are particularly excited to feature Level 2's SLNT Faraday dry bag. Okay, I've already got one of them. Not only will this keep your critical gear dry, it will protect them from EMP, HEMP, solar flare, and any signals / cellular, Wi-Fi, GPS, etc. It's a great product to protect your essentials, blah, blah, blah. Wow, they really sort of honed in on this SLNT Faraday bag. And it's funny that they did send this, because I got a comment from a viewer who had the, what is it? It was the regular sized Faraday bag. And this particular person commented me and said that they put their phone in it like I had done in my video, because, you know, I called my phone and then I stuck my phone in the bag, called it again, and it didn't work. Like it completely blocked the signal. And this particular commenter told me that they had done that, right? That they had got one of those bags and their phone still worked. And, you know, what did I think? Because they had reached out, I believe the person told me they had reached out to the company and said something like they weren't using the bag properly. And it's like, it's a bag. I mean, how do you use it not properly? I mean, you just put the crap in the bag and you close the bag up. So my thought when I sat and I kind of thought about it for a second, what that issue could be, and the only thing I can really come up with is that the dampening effect of the bag is probably somewhat correlated to the energy levels of the signal, I would suspect, okay? So don't quote me on that. But I do know that, you know, if you're on a 5G signal, you know, it is operate at a higher frequency level, so it's more energy. So perhaps if you are very close to a 5G tower or a 5G emitter, and your phone's on 5G, and you stuck your phone in there, perhaps, I don't know, but perhaps the 5G could overcome the capabilities of the bag, because the bag is, like I said, it's a Faraday cage, basically. So perhaps somehow the bag wasn't strong enough to overcome the signal. And what I suggested was very simply to take your phone, because most phones, you know, you can turn the 5G off and you can just go on 4G or LTE. And my suggestion was to put your phone on LTE on the 4G and do it again, put it in the bag and see if that helps. You know, if the bag can then defeat the signal, because that would be something very interesting. And sound off in the comment section down below if anything I said made any type of sense, or if I'm just talking out of my rear end, because I do that a lot. Because this, I think I do have this exact bag. Or wait a minute, do I have a dry bag? Do I have one of these dry bags? Anyway, I've got one of their bigger bags, but this is a dry bag. So if you know what a dry bag is, you know, it's a dry bag. It just happens to have whatever technology stuff they got going on inside of it to make it do what it does, or in at least one viewer's case, it doesn't do. But there's the look of the inside of it. Let's see, of how it looks. I don't know how good that's going to come in, but there you go. So yeah, and you know, people have commented to me, you know, really good uses for this type of a product, you know, which is like putting your, you know, all of our new cars have keyless entry, the fobs that transmit to the car. And I know, you know, many years ago, you know, guys had these things called mongooses or repeaters, which they could take the signal, like if you, because most people, you know, when you have your keys and you go into your house, generally, you know, you put them, your keys are generally in close proximity to your front door. And if they're close enough to your front door, perhaps you could have some type of device that could then capture that emitted signal, and then they could use it to unlock your car or even start your car. So this type of solution would be, you know, a thing that would be helpful for that. And also if you were not wanting to be, you know, tracked by your phone or whatever, if it did defeat the signal from your phone. But then you're getting into a realm of well, you're going to be tracked at some point, right? Because you're gonna, you know, I guess take your phone out of the bag at some point to use it. So that would kind of defeat the purpose of having it in the bag to begin with. So this type of product, I don't really know. Like for me personally, I don't think I would have a use for it. I have them. So there you go. Let me know what you think about them in the comment section down below. One of the other things we got here, we got an Eaton FRX2 hand turbine AM FM weather radio. And I have one of these already. This exact one, if I'm not mistaken, because I got it in another subscription box. Or maybe, I don't know. I get so many subscription boxes, I could have got this one before. But I will say this, I do have a product already like this in my arsenal of readiness supplies, but I have one from Midland. So I have the same deal. It has, you know, weather bands. Let's see, it has AM, FM radio, NOAA weather band. It has a USB charger as long as you're running the dynamo. But I think you can charge off the built-in battery as well. But it does have the crank power and a little solar panel on the top of it, which, you know, good luck with that. With the solar panel, it's only like that big and like that wide. You're not going to get a whole lot of charge out of it, but you have it anyway, so you could just set it out, you know, all day or whatever. Headphone jack, alarm clock. So yeah, glow-in-the-dark locator. Okay, that's interesting. A glow-in-the-dark locator. And this is something that is branded by the American Red Cross, so that makes it official. So now this thing's better than everything else because it's endorsed by the American Red Cross, so there you go. And if you don't have one of these, you know, they're relatively inexpensive. Even if you know, go to a higher brand boutique, I guess if you want to call it brand, not a boutique, that's unfair, but, you know, like Midland, like the one I have, you're probably going to pay a little bit more for it, but, you know, quality-wise, you know how that stuff goes. You should have one. How about that? You should have one. And preferably not one that when you go to use it, and you like go to crank it or something, and then the handle breaks and the handle flies off and the thing just falls apart. You know, you don't want that to happen. So obviously you want to buy a quality one. And I'm pretty sure since the American Red Cross endorses this, it's got to be good. I'm just going to say that. It's got to be good. I can't imagine Eaton putting out junk for the American Red Cross. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. That's all I can say. Okay, we got a hybrid light. Bright Thinking. Okay. Let's see. This has a solar charger built. It looks like it's built into the handle. Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know. I really need to go out and try these super small solar panels on devices. I mean, I don't know how good they work because like this one, you can see it right here. Like in, you know, right here in the handle. That's the solar charger, you know, for what it's worth. I'd be curious to know how effective that little bit of a panel is, because I mean it's really small. But then again, let's see. Hang on a second. I'm going off script. I have this, and this is, you know, a standard like battery bank that has this LED panel on one side, but it also, this is a solar panel. You know, this is a solar, you know, charger. So this is bigger, so this might do something. Is that thing ballooned out? Hope not, hadn't really used it. Okay. But anyway, this has that same principle. So I'm starting to see this a lot more, where people are trying to integrate these little solar panels into literally everything. And how good they work, or how good they are at, you know, converting the solar into usable power on such a small surface area. I guess, really, I said all that just to say that. That was the longest possible way I could possibly have said that. Holds a charge for 7 years and charges mobile devices, but how big is the battery? 1200 milliamp hour lithium ion battery. 1200 milliamps. Okay. Okay. And it gives you 2 hours of light at one charge at 200 lumens. I don't know. I think this has a place. Stuff like this definitely has a place. So, you know, I don't know. Do you have any, you know, do you have any particular, you know, experience with these types of products where you just stick solar panels on everything that has a battery? Is it worth it? Or is it worth it just to carry, you know, like that thing I just had that I just put back over there? But, you know, a power pack that's as big as my phone here, you know, and like that thick. You can get these that are 15,000 milliamp, you know. So would it be worth it just to carry one or two of an item like that, you know, just a big power pack, you know? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But this is definitely, I think it's a good idea, as long as it's something that's usable and it, you know, it actually works and does what you need it to do. I'm just, you know, I'm not sold on it because I hadn't personally got out and had experience with them. So there you go. Okay, we got something from SOG, and this is a multi-tool rapid edge. It's a compact blade and a keyring carry. Okay, this is an everyday carry item. Okay, I will let you get a look-see while I read the back. It says it's 2.8 inches. It weighs 1 ounce. It's stainless steel. It's a hard case concrete dust is the finish. Wow, that's very specific. Hard case concrete dust. What do you guys think? Is that hard case concrete dust on the color? And it says it's a compact blade. So here's a depiction of it when you open it up. And I am going to cut this bad boy open because this has piqued my interest. This EDC stuff, I love it. I love it. Very interesting. Because, you know, that out of all the preparedness gear, you know, really, if you really break it down, the EDC stuff is almost the most exciting, because the EDC stuff is just what it is. It's the stuff you're going to carry every day. So no matter what, you know, literally no matter what happens, your EDC stuff is the stuff that you're going to have on you. So it's the stuff that you're going to rely on first. You're going to, you know, you're going to have some level of dependency, I guess, on your EDC stuff first, because it's the stuff that you're going to have on you that's going to be readily available for you to use. So yeah, I'm trying to get everything put back in here. Okay, so this is what we're rocking here. It does have a little like lanyard type situation going on here, and it does have this big eyelet right here. So I guess, I mean, you can't put keys on that. Now what is the pull that way, but what is this? What is the point of this thing on the back? And I'm gonna tell you why, you know, okay, let's just get this thing out. Okay, all right, very cool. Let me get it back in there. Okay, so when you're holding it, this is the orientation that you want to withdraw it from, because when you pull it out, it's like that, and it's just a blade. But, you know, having it, you know, in your finger like this, it's definitely a weapon, because you could juke somebody with that in a, survival type situation if you're being attacked, and this will deter somebody. Ain't no doubt about that. A blade that small, with you being able to just, like someone's real close to you, and that's the thing. This really limits how much you're going to hurt yourself, because a lot of people, not to really derail this talk here, but people that carry knives, you just don't know how easy it is in a self-defense situation, how bad a knife can end up hurting you. Something like this, where your hand is really locked in, and you're fighting somebody that's trying to grapple you or whatever, and you're this close. This right here is perfect because you have really good control, and anywhere you can get your hand, you can do whatever you need to do, get them off of hit them up, make them get make them let go of you. So this is an interesting little tool. The only thing I'm concerned about here is on the back. Like, we got the blade on this end, and then on the back end you see there's like a piece of metal, and I don't really know what the reason is for that piece of metal, unless the steel part of the blade is this whole shape, and then this thing is just somehow molded around it. Maybe. I mean, that's what I'm taking from it, because if it's all one piece of steel, then it gives it a lot more rigidity. You're not gonna, because if you don't want this piece to break, so you need some meat to the frame, I guess, of it. So I guess I'm assuming I'm just going to assume that's what it is, because it's really, well, it's not in line. Yeah, it's not in line. But then again, if you take the eyelet piece out, there would still be enough metal there to give it some kind of substance. So yeah, that's probably what it is. I tell you what, all that crap that you just suffered through me saying, I like this. I think this is a really, really cool item. And it's definitely something that I've never seen before. I have no experience with an item like this. And I think this is a really, really good idea. And yeah, you can put it on a key ring right there with a little like lanyard type things going on there. You can run a big closure ring on it, and yeah. And it takes some force to get it out. Not terribly a lot, but you do have to. It takes effort to get it out, because obviously you don't want this thing coming out in your pocket. You don't want it deploying, sort of at the inopportune time. Well, now that I'm messing with it, that system there is not the best for it going in there. But anyway, it's a good. I like it. It's a good idea. I think it's really cool. Something on your keychain, because at the end of the day, when you're walking from your shopping place or the place you're doing business, and it's late at night, and you're walking under very suspicious circumstances, like it's dark or it's late or whatever, you have your keys. And that was the whole deal about putting like little miniature cans of pepper spray on your keys, because you're going to have your keys in your hand. And if you have this little guy, then in a moment's notice, if something were to go down, you're Batman, you're ready. So yeah. All right, so we're in this for $100. Woo, man, that's some small writing. All right. So, barrel and blade. Okay, we got the SLNT Faraday dry bag, $60. All right, it says to store your critical electronic devices in this waterproof, signal-proof dry bag. The innovative Faraday bags provide dual protection, shielding your devices from water while also blocking wireless communication. And it just gives me the same spiel. EMP, navigation, solar flare, key fob, EMF radiation. Many people claim widespread disruption of our electrical grid is one of the greatest threats we face as a nation. There you go. Okay, $60 for that. SOG Rapid Edge, our little tool that I really, really like, $25. Woo! $25. That's kind of. This handy backup or last ditch blade features a compact design, perfect to be stored on your keychain or lanyard loop, quickly and easily deployed, and flies under the radar when not in use. Okay, yeah, yeah. It's well, you know it's something. I mean, if this is on your keys, you know you know there's something going on here. It says the design of the hand grip intuitively guides your fingers into the optimal position when deployed, and it does do that. I will give it that. It definitely does that. Like you want to hold it, you know, like when I hold it, index finger in, your finger up under there, it rests like this, and then your thumb goes right here, and they give you two choices. You can either choke back on it like this, or you can get up on it. You know, you can go more forward. I like the more forward grip because I can pinch it in between these two fingers, so you can use your thumb to press down real hard, and it kind of pushes it into your finger up under your index. So yeah, you have a really good purchase. And maybe I'm like that because I used to climb a lot when I was younger, and I'm really used to pinching with my thumb. You know, like when you're climbing, you know, doing climbing on rocks and stuff, and you get holes, and you have to pinch down with your thumb. So yeah, I like it. 25 bucks though. That seems like a bit much. Let's see. That's really all they say. Yeah. All right, then we got the hybrid Journey solar flashlight charger, which is this guy here for 40 bucks. Okay, 40 bucks. So already between the bag and this, we're at 100 bucks. So right now we're at 125. And it says this flashlight is awesome, versatile, multifunctional, and rugged. Wow, that's a lot. It says USB port for charging your mobile devices, micro USB for rapid charging, the flashlight, or you can simply use any light source to keep your flashlight charged through its built-in solar panel. And it's perfect to store in your Faraday dry bag, especially since it is solar. Okay. Then we have the Eaton weather radio, and this is our Red Cross approved job. Let's see what they have to say about this. Is 50 bucks. Okay. That's definitely puts it in the higher price range. I would say just go with a Midland. If you're going to spend 50 bucks on something like this, just, well, whatever you want. How about that? You choose. Let's see. It says they've, over 6 years of slinging gear, they've tested this thing. And this is the one that came out on top. Okay, so 6 years of testing went into you getting this. And they just tell you everything about it. All right, so that's what we got. So we got what? What'd I say? 150, 175 was Barrel and Blade's, you know, retail price. And you let me know if that price is right. So yeah. So anyway, that's what we got for Barrel and Blade Level 2, operation number 73. Hit the comment section down below and let me know what you guys think about this particular bag from Barrel and Blade. Would you have been happy if you've got it? Would you have been sad? Did I get ripped off? Did I get hosed on this one? I've got a lot of these SLNT products, and it's interesting that out of all the subscription boxes that I do get, these products seem to find their way into a lot of them. So yeah. And then, like I said, I've got 2 or 3 of these radios right here. So yeah. Okay, that's it. Hit the comment section, sound off, let me know how you're doing, what you think about this, what you think about whatever. You just want to say, hey, man, you can do that too, you know. Let's see, what else? What else do I got? For this video, that's it. I'm going to wrap it on up and get on out of here and get this video up and get it posted. So you guys can hit them comments and let me know what's up. All right, I'm out of here. Hope you have a wonderful evening, day, however it finds you. And we will see you on the next one. Peace.